How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the North Bros Outdoors YouTube channel. We're finally coming back at you with another video. We've been talking about it for a while. We're going to do a walk around on my 2023 Ice Castle Itasca vacation series. You can go online and look on YouTube and stuff. And when I was going to buy this one, I could not find any. I think I found one video from 2017 that was, obviously old, 6 years old, and it was an okay video. So we'll get into it. We'll do a walk around on the outside first. So one of the first things you'll notice is the power awnings. A lot of the castles and glaciers and stuff come with these power awnings now. Really nice for camping, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody put one out in the wintertime, but I suppose you could if you wanted to. And then I've got my flagpole. I picked this up from the Smoky Hills Outdoor Store in Park Rapids, and it's got a variable frame mount that you can put on there, and then it's really nice. You just pull this pin out, and the thing comes off, and you can fly 2 flags, which is kind of nice. Mine is not hydraulic or anything. It's all crank. I got the 1 crank in the front and the 2 cranks on the sides, just like any other fish house. Up in the front, you got the stock. I think most of them come with this. It's 2 30-pound propane tanks up underneath that cover there. Got an outlet here if you wanted to put some tank warmers or whatever else you wanted to put on it. Here is your city water connection, and where we camp, we are always hooked up to well water. I have yet to put any water in my freshwater tank. And then here's your sewer access valve and your sewer dump connection. Water heater is right here. It's just a gas water heater, so you gotta turn your propane on to run that, which isn't a big deal. I made it I camp pretty much every weekend in the summer, and about 2 weeks ago, we're into late September now, and I finally had to switch over to my second 30-pound tank. Other than that, your power hookup is back in the corner with the battery vent is what that little guy there is. And then again, my cranks. I take my crank handles off when either I'm fishing or I'm camping, just so I've lost one because there's a little groove in here that it'll lock in place, and if you don't get them locked in place, they will fall off and bounce down the highway. Finishing up going around the back side. The one nice thing that I wasn't sure if I was going to like or not is the bay window. The reason I'll show you that when we get inside, but the one thing nice about that is you can fit 2 more people at your table. So that's pretty much everything on the outside. We'll step around and take a look inside. Then it's also got the LED strip light under the awning, and then there's this light, there's a light there and a light here, and then there's also another light on the backside above the propane tank, so if you're ever having to switch propane at night, you can see what you're doing. Another thing with the RV additions, again, I think most of them will come with this, and if they don't, you can put them in. The RV screen door, so if it's cooler outside, you don't have to open all your windows and stuff like that. Then stepping inside, it's kind of nice and open. The floor plan is really open, I guess is what I should say. You got all your lights over your holes. They've got just a regular LED light on them, and then they've got a UV light for glowing jigs and stuff like that. There are 6 holes in here, which is kind of handy. Later on, we'll do another video on how we set these up for ice fishing, but that's what these little mounts on the above some of the holes are for, all the rattle reels. This folds down into a twin bed, and it sits about here, so you got a decent amount of space there. This also goes down into a twin bed. You've got storage underneath both sides. That one, the water heater is in there, so that one's a little bit smaller, but you can still put some stuff in there. Your furnace is up under here. It's got these vented doors, so there's plenty of air movement through there. And then obviously your sink, your stove, your cooktop, and the microwave. There's quite a bit of space. I mean, we've been using it all summer long, and we've got all of our stuff in here, so it's Not it's kind of nice because you can put whatever you want. What you set it up how you want it, basically. And then over here, here's the controls for the awning. Here's your master battery disconnect. These are the 120 volt lights, and then these are 12 volt lights, and they've got a dimmer on them, so you can, if you're fishing late at night or early in the morning and you just kind of want a little bit of light so you can see what's going on. And then these are your switches for your outside lights. What else do we got? So this is also a twin bed. Nobody has slept in this one yet, just because you've got, 2 feet. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you smack your head on the ceiling. This goes down into a queen bed, which is nice. I mean, it's plenty spacious. And then there's that bay window I was talking about on the back side where you can fit an extra 2 people. Again, storage underneath both of those. And then I think there might be storage under the back one too. Another nice storage spot is these side compartments. They got them on both sides. This one's just a half because of the fridge there. And then this one is a full one. Here's your thermostat for controlling your heat and air conditioning. A couple of 120 outlets kind of scattered around, and then they also have a couple of 12 volt power outlets. Rooftop mounted air conditioner, which is really nice. Your carbon monoxide detector is down here, and they recommend you test that every time. I don't test it unless I'm running my heat. Then if I'm running my heat, I'll test it every single time. Here's a little access panel for valves on the shower, because again, we did go with the full RV edition, so we've got, your sink, your toilet, and your shower. I'll kind of step out of the way and let you guys step up in here. Not a huge bathroom, but definitely enough for camping or whatever else you're wanting to do. The skylight in the shower is nice because when you're standing in there, your head goes up in the shower, in the skylight. But yeah, so I think that is. Oh, and then all the windows, you can kind of see them. That's the one. Another nice thing about that bay window is you can open that one, the middle one up, and it's a big window, and you can sit there and you can kind of keep an eye out on what's going on. Doesn't really do much when you're camping. I mean, it still can, but it's really nice on the lake. You can just kind of watch around and see what's going on. So hopefully that helps if you're looking at getting one. I definitely would recommend, going with an RV edition just so you can have the bathroom. I know some people will disagree on that, but it is really nice to be completely self-sufficient and you don't need anything else. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Make sure you leave us a like, a share, a review, a follow. Keep an eye out on the podcast, Instagram, Facebook, and that's going to do it for this time. Until next time, we'll get back to you.